on this. So I'm
just recording it in case we share screen and go through some things, just so you know.
Okay. I wanted to try and figure out when the best time for me to be up and ready for live trading is.
Well, absolutely. So what's so important is to establish a rhythm and a routine, because that's what the brain likes, and then you get into the feel of the markets at that time, and then you can fit your sleep pattern in, because it's very important not to trade if one's feeling frustrated, emotional, depressed, tired. The markets will reflect that back. The markets aren't necessarily about spending a great deal of time. In fact, less is more. So you have to then learn the confidence to look for the alert, put the alerts on, and know that your confirmations are proven, tried and tested, and that they work. In other words, that the process works better than the egotistic emotions that say, oh, I need to be in control. Surely that little orange line can't really hold price. So the first thing is to have, I've got a sheet called a schedule, a weekly sheet. So you don't have to fill it in every 15 minutes, but it's got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, I've got it.
You've got it. So block out obviously the work hours. Block out when you need your sleep pattern. At this stage, you're probably going to have to divide your sleep pattern into shifts. So like one of the mentors channels that I'm on, Chance, he's over in America. So his London session is on for him at 3 a.m. So he doesn't now, he used to put in 50 hours a week to learn the trading, but now he only needs to put in, sorry, dog's just seen a dog on TV. He only needs to put in a 50th of the time, but he said he still tends to have his naps in the day, and he'll have a nap for a couple of hours before he comes on and does the London session at 3 a.m. and then he'll go back to bed. If he's in a trade while he's on the London session and wants to go to bed, he will at least make sure he's moved the stop loss if he can to stop profit of 1 pip for a risk-free trade, so you're not giving money back to the markets.
Yeah.
And he will set a take profit, and when he, because we don't always set take profits, we'll manually close our trades. But in that instance where he needs to go and sleep, he will, because and then as to how he chooses that level, he will do it. He'll say, I set it at a level where I would feel very happy if I woke up and saw that it had hit that level.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you know, London's the best time to trade, the biggest market. It's my preference. I also like the faster pairs, but they are a little bit racy, bit like you see a gorgeous woman with the Ferrari that you like, you know, and you're thinking, oh, can I really level up and get her interested? I'm not talking about me with women, by the way. I'm talking about you. Can I level up and get get her interested in me? And then it's a bit of a racy ride, and you have to decide if you've enjoyed it or not. You know, so the faster pairs give you those 50, 60 pips in half an hour, 45 minutes or an hour, but they're not for everyone. And when you're learning, you need to, as you know, learn the speed of the pairs and maybe go for some slower ones like OrdCAD. But if you do go for something like OrdCAD, and I've got a sheet which shows you the currency speeds from 1 to 10, then bear in mind you can find yourself a little bit stuck, you know, because it's going to be like dragging along and you're thinking, oh, I want to get off to bed, you know. So there's a balance there as well. So you've got to establish that routine of getting home from work, getting showered, get something to eat, get yourself sorted out, then have a nap, then if you can get on to London for between, what time do you finish in the morning then, 7 a.m.?
Yeah, I can be on for about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, so I'd sort myself out from that 8 till 9, and then set your trades up and see what there is. If you're very tired, have a sleep till 10, but just bear in mind the market slows down UK time sort of after 11 a.m. until 11 a.m. or so until your time, 2 p.m. New York moves between 2 and 4. So when I'm doing my New York session between 1 and 2 your time, often it's sludgy in a good way. You know, we're setting up the watch lists at the levels with the alerts. I know that we're not going to find things moving because they've done their move in London, and New York's called the New York reversal. So, you know, what's gone down in London will mostly go up in New York. So it's just kind of, price always has to rest after it's made a move. So you've got to kind of think to yourself, do I need to, you know, because there's no point trading tired, coming in, rushing straight to the computer. You can do that. You can say, I'll stretch it out till 10. I'll set some things up. I'll see if I can get my 10 pips to start, or, you know, whatever strategy you're using. And then I'll leave it. And then, you know, you could set alerts to go off. So, you know.
That'd probably be better for me, because the only reason I was like feeling tired earlier is because I was sat watching people talking about stuff I half understood. You know, so I was on my laptop, led on bed watching it as well, so that weren't a good idea.
Yeah, no, we've all done that. And I think being on the live session, so Paul is the anchor man at 9 a.m. for Open of London for an hour. And then you have got a bit of a gap until I come on. I know, yeah, so I don't think that Tony is going to do a Wednesday session between 10 and 11 for easy pips. So he would be good, because that's BYOB, be your own bank. And that's quick. You know, sometimes you can get 5 pips in 5 minutes. And Tony has nearly 100%, Tony Lupino, 100% win rate. So if you can get on Tony's session on a Wednesday, then you could do, say, 5 trades of 5 pips, you know, because once you've got the process down, then you can build your account size. So those 5 pips can be worth, you know, 50 or 500 or anything in between. You know, it's not always about amount of pips. It's about, you know, the profit ratio to the stop loss, and it's about the size of account. Because not everyone, you know, like most of us, can start with a big account. And anyway, even if they could, you know, it's as easy for a rubbish trader to, you know, lose a big account as it is for a small trader like us to get the process refined and then be able to drip feed. Oh, I can put another 50 quid in this week, you know, to build it up. And it seems a bit painful at first, but once it's gone along a certain amount, then you do get that exponential curve come up. You know, you do have to be patient at the beginning. So rhythm and trading at the same time of day and preferably London, is hugely important, because, and not trading at work when your mind's on 2 things, because it never works for people. And I don't know how people do it, trade on their phone while they're working, because it's about intensity and focus, and less is more, and really giving it your all. And that's why one can't overtrade. And I think that's to do with the mental energy of it. So there's only like 1 in a million traders who can like trade on through, keep trading and keep winning. That's why it's best to have your daily target, say 25 pips or whatever it might be. And then if you had a really good trade and say you had 150 pips, you say to yourself, well, I don't need to trade for 2 days. It's not about or you say I'm going to bag 30 pips of that. So 53%, 35 pips. So 15 pips or 3%, whatever the maths is. I will carry on trading, but if I lose that 6%, then I am not going to give the rest of my money back to the market. So one has to have boundaries, because otherwise you find that you're on a high, you've made those good pips, but then you're greedy and you carry on doing it, and sure enough, the next 6 go wrong on you.
I think rather than having a pip target, I'd be happy with a time target. If I just said an hour, because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the days that I want to be doing my trades.
Well, they're the best days of the week to do the trades, because the market opens Sunday night, and a lot of professional traders don't trade Sunday night through to Monday morning, because the market's settling down, and the big traders, the professionals, are looking at what the news is for the week, how did the market open, what the gap is, you know, depending on what had gone on at the close of Friday. So Tuesday to Thursdays are the most pips.
Yeah.
And that is, you know, that's a very sensible idea.
Okay, so If I'm jumping on between 9 and 11, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
then I would do Paul at 9 a.m. till 10, and sometimes he does go on a little bit longer, so stay on that one. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I would do Tony on the Wednesday at 10, so a 2-hour slot on the Wednesday. And
what's that? What's Tony?
Tony Lupino is Easy Pips Plus. It's like BYOB, but he's
sorry. I mean, what time was it?
I think he might be 10 a.m. He's 10 a.m. because he wouldn't clash with Paul, and I had the discussion about what time slot he could do. So I'm pretty sure he's 10 a.m.
Okay.
But he doesn't do it every day. And he's very happy to help our team because he's nothing to do. He's not on our team, but we get on extremely well. He's a very nice person, and we do other stuff to help him that he needs some support on. And then
so should
I mean, I'm always here trading, except I'm in a trade sometimes. So if you need help on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, say you finished with Paul and you've got some questions, or I don't trade BYOB because I learnt my pitchforks long before that. But I did show someone today. I know the product, and I can show you the overlay and talk to you about it. It's just I'm not as expert as the people that are doing it all day, every day.
But would you say you was an expert with the pitchforks?
Yeah, well, I've never claimed to be an expert, but that's what I trade, and I've done thousands and thousands of trades on pitchforks. But it's not to everyone's taste because it's a very precise. So you have to have the confidence to go bang on the button, otherwise you've missed the move off the pitchfork. You see what I mean? So it was quite painful for me, the number of hours and trades to get through that. Well, for me it was a confidence issue on a live account to actually press the button.
Oh yeah, I was listening to Paul this morning. They were saying about BYOB. It's small amounts of pips, but it stays with. What was it? He said the fluctuations in the market don't affect it too much because it's taking a small chunk each time.
Yeah. So you're not. I think what he's saying there is you're not subject to the same vulnerability of being on a longer time frame where price could be doing that, and then suddenly it just decides it's going to do that.
Yeah.
You're just in on a tiny bit of a reversal point in the market.
Yeah. So that's it. I'm going to focus my learning on BYOB for now.
Yeah, and I think that's right. You'll find Tony's session synergistic with that. And do you look at Vibrata for the trade ideas?
Well, this is the thing. I don't. This is why I asked the question on the YouTube video about. I don't even have my my sit down routine. What to open, what to look at, what am I looking for? How do I set the trade properly? I haven't grasped that bit yet.
Okay, so have you got MT4 downloaded with your broker, or are you using C-Trade? Are you using MT4?
MT4, yeah.
Have you got something called the Pipsometer downloaded?
No.
Oh, I really love that. I'll show you where it is. It's a little indicator that sits on your MT4. You may have seen screen grabs in the raining pips, and it's got it in blue, plus 30 pips, plus shows you the pip count as it's turning in the live trade.
So what do I do? Go on view trade view? Or?
No, it's I'll show you. So it's let me come to our group. Into the units. Okay, hang on then. Let me come to the good old Google. Pipsometer. This is the one. It's dead easy. You see, it just shows you your pip count. It's quite nice. You can actually see how many pips you've made.
All right.
And it just sits there ticking away. And here are the settings. And even I can install this. So if even I can do something like that, I tell you, you can. You young millennial type people. So I just need to come to the. Oh, I can put it in Facebook Messenger. There. Yeah, so that's good. So what I was going to say was outside of that. Oh, so okay, so you've got your MT4 set up. You're happy with your chart layout, and have you got? In fact, I can show it to you on mine. I use this for demo. I don't use MT4. There's no right or wrong. I just switched to a web-based platform. Here's my JFX demo.
So FX choice, MetaTrader 4.
Yeah.
That's what I want to be.
Yeah, that's fine. So you see, I've got all these charts up. You don't have to have it like mine. You can have 4 or just one trade, but I'm just asking you, have you got your MetaTrader 4 set up so that you got a proper dashboard like this?
Yeah, I've got MetaTrader 4, but
this is MetaTrader 4 as it would appear on JFX. It doesn't matter which broker, it will look very similar.
Mine's all white.
Okay, well, all you do there is oh, it's so long since I've changed the must be under properties maybe. You are properties.
Oh yeah.
Right click on the screen so you can play around with that. Some people don't like the grid appearing on it. You can get rid of those lines. So if I change that to black, it gets rid of the grid. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah. So fiddle around with it so it suits you, is what I'm saying. And again, the candle colors, I don't like red because it's a stop sign. I have my blue for buy candles and green for the down ones for money, because green means money as well. So I just prefer that. Now this, here's the pipsometer here, which is quite nice. I love that.
All right, okay.
And then I just choose to keep these SAR flips on because particularly with BYOB, a lot of people put more indicators on their MT4. I don't bother, but I do like the SAR flip because it gives you confidence if you're getting in a trade. You might be losing a few pips by waiting for it to show, but I quite like having it on. So
what's that?
It's the SAR flip, parabolic support and resistance. Some people call it the PSAR, but I don't say P psychology, so I say SAR. So if you hover over it, if you come to, actually you won't be able to hover over it, come to up here to indicators list. Indicators list, which one's that? Line charts, candlesticks, bar charts. You want that auto trading button turned to red. You want that off, by the way.
Yeah, that's off.
Tools. Charts. Under charts, indicators list. Click on that. and find parabolic SAR.
1 second. Charts. It's not lit up, it's grayed out.
It's grayed out. Insert then. Come to insert.
Yeah, indicators.
Indicators. Hover over so the drop down doesn't disappear on you.
Yeah.
Pull your mouse down and it's under trend and it's that sub menu, parabolic SAR. Okay.
Oh yeah, great.
Yeah, so click on that, and then once it's on, you want it set like this. So right click on it, click on SAR properties.
Yeah.
I think and you want it set to 02. But did we change that one as well? Because it's tighter to the price then. I think leave the step at 0.6, but leave the other one at 0.2. But that might be something that you need to check with Brian Knight, whether both of them should be on 0.02.
Okay, so I'll leave him on 0.2 for now then. Yeah,
but just check with him, because I know that we like the setting as 0.2, but I can't remember if you have to leave that 0.06 or whether I'm behind the times and haven't changed it, because as I say, I don't often come on here to demo this detail with people. But I know we like to set it at 0.2. So,
yeah, it was automatically 0.2 on both of them.
Oh, I'd leave it at that then. I don't know why mine slipped to 0.6. Yours, leave it at that. And then this other line is insert indicators, and again scroll down, and it's this one, the moving average. Got that?
Yeah.
Okay, because that fits in with BYOB. So if you I don't know where price has gone. Let's change your time frame back up there. Right. That's a bit strange. I can't see what I've done with price. Did I change something I shouldn't have done? Well, I'll delete that one. Doesn't matter.
I've just got some parameters. What do I set them as?
Yeah, exactly. So right click on it.
Yeah.
Go to properties. And you want to set it at 20, because the BYOB moving average in the middle is 20.
Yeah.
And that means it's much tighter. So I think that's correct.
What about the MA method? Apply to.
Hang on. Let me come back onto it. Exponential, that's fine, I think. Or I'm not sure if they use simple moving average. Exponential means it's taking, if you were say on the hourly time frame, it would be measuring it measures the 60 candles. It measures how many candles. It's a moving number of candles according to the time frame. So if it's set at 20, that means it's measuring 20 candles, but if it's exponential, it's weighting it towards the most recent price, whereas simple moving average, I think, is just taking an average of candles across that entire time frame. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it was automatically on simple, so change it to exponential.
Leave it on simple. I think they use simple. Leave it on simple. I know I use the exponential, but it's not a right or wrong. It's just what my mentor taught me on my strategy. It's not a, but leave yours on simple.
And then apply to close. So that's the close of the candle, is it?
Yes. And the close of the candle, whether it's a buy or a sell, dictates how it is printed forever in the historical pattern of the chart. That prints the candle permanently, in other words. Templates, you can save this as a template so that your settings and everything are saved, and then you can, I think you can copy across. So if I wanted to, I wonder if I can drag another one across, for example. What happens if I do that? Just brings one across.
So how do I make it a template?
Come to the top and it says save template on the drop down.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to look at the chart layout. Seeing as I've managed to change mine. Somewhere there's, oh, there we are. That this book-like thing, the arrange windows as non-overlapping tiles. So you can drag across any of these pairs on the left-hand side and then load it as, because you can move these if you grab the, grab the grey at the top. Can you see you can move them around?
Sorry, 1 second, we're just saving that template.
Yeah, I've hovered over the top of the grey, the frame, and you can drag them around.
All right, okay.
So what I did with my watch list here, have you added all your symbols?
No.
Okay, so to add your symbols, go to the white pane where it says symbol, right click.
Yeah.
And then it says hide all and show all. So put show all and it'll bring up all the symbols.
Yeah.
And then once you've done that, what I think is a very good thing to do, so you're not wasting time and your brain isn't having to think when you're trying to take an order, place an order, is if I go over to any of these currency pairs, and you'll have yours all mixed up probably. So use your list of the 24 or 32 pairs or however many you've got that we trade. And I've now left clicked on EuroOrd and I can drag it up and down, move it alphabetically. Did you see that?
1 sec, I'll just.
In fact, mine aren't as brilliantly arranged. Yeah, so
yeah.
I did have them all alphabetically, but for some reason they've gone out a bit. And then if you go to any pair, what I like to do is have that pair. So Euro USD is already there. But if I was thinking of trading Euro USD, I'd pull that down there so I've got a chart in front of me to see what I'm doing. On the time frame I want to trade, so once you've clicked on the chart up here, I'd come to M5, and that's changed it to the 5 minutes. Then I come back here to the left.
Sorry, 1 sec.
Yeah.
So what we on Euro USD?
Yeah.
So right click chart window.
Click on the chart, and then up here you can change the time frame. See that moving? So if you're with Tony on Easy Pitch, you'll put it on 5 minutes. So that's 5 minute candles. Okay, now at the bottom, I can see I've got a line on there, which is the stochastic. Again, right click on indicators at the top. If you want to put on your stochastic like they've got on BYOB, if you want that on your MT4, yeah. And I can't remember the settings offhand, but it's not 833. It's a different setting.
What will it be under? The stochastic?
It'll be under insert.
Stochastic.
Again.
Yeah, oscillators or something.
Yeah, it'll be
Stochastic oscillator.
Oscillators, and it's just that stochastic one. Yeah. And then parameters hang on, I'll have to come to trading view to show you the parameters. So if I come to here, parameters for stochastic settings, you want 1433, not 833.
Okay, so what am I changing? Parameters, K period.
Hang on, let me come back. Yes, that's to change that to 14, and the rest is okay.
14, showing 3, slowing 3, D period 3.
3, that's it, just that, that's it, that's fine. And then under colors, you can have, to match your candles, you could have blue for buyers, green for sellers, so that your brain isn't getting muddled up between buy candles and sell candles and the stochastic, you know, who's in charge, the blue for the buyers, the green for the sellers. Or you could have blue for the buyers, red for the sellers, the same as your candles. Do you get me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So once you've got your stochastic on, that'll appear down here. And that's about it. So if you go back to the currency, if we wanted to trade Euro USD, you see it's up here. So I right click on it, right click, and it brings up new order.
Yeah.
And then click on that, and now you have your order window open.
Yeah.
So from here, the volume is your lot size, which you work out from myfxbook.com at the beginning of each week for all your currency pairs. Don't be fiddling around with lot sizes in the week every time you take a trade. You don't need to bother. So the only way to work out your lot size is myfxbook.com. Account size 2% risk or 3% risk with a 10.
Is that on our group?
Hang on, no, it's not. It's here. Let me show you. Come up to Google here and type in myfxbook.com. And then from here, come to the Home tab, down to Forex calculators. Got it?
It's just loading up and say. Forex calculators.
Click on that.
Yeah.
And then you want the bottom one, position size calculator. And what I do is I save this as a tab on my computer. I save the MyFX book as a tab on the computer, bookmark it, okay?
Yeah.
So position size calculator, open that. And then here, say your account currency, GBP. Say you've got 100 in the account and you want to just do 2% to start with a 20 pip stop loss for Tony's Easy Pips, and you're trading that Euro USD. Click on calculate, and that's saying you want 0.013. Now you can't do, you have to round it up or down. So in this case, to risk £2, which would be 2% of 100 at 20 pip stop loss, you would round that down, so that would be literally a penny lot, okay? If you changed it to 3% with a 10 pip stop loss, it's 0.038, so you probably change it to 0.04. Yeah.
Sorry, let me just copy what you're doing so I can see what it looks like on my end.
Yeah.
Sorry, 10%, 10 pips. Okay, so what did you say? Round it to what?
You round it up or down. So if it was say 0.043, 0.044, I'd probably round it down to 0.04. If it was 0.045 or 6, I'd probably round it up to 0.05. And then if you chose a different pair, but you kept the account size, risk to reward, and stop loss the same, but just at random, say you wanted to change to NZD New Zealand dollar JPY, I'd click on that, put that in the box, but I've got the same account size and everything else. Click on calculate. Oh, it's because the account's quite small. It's left it virtually the same. Let me try GBP JPY, see what happens there. That's the same as well. So it's not varying a great deal. But if I change, anyway, so we do that at the beginning of each week. So when you come onto your JFEX to trade, Euro USD, so what did we say, 0.04, so that's 2%, I can't remember what it was, but 2% of £100 at 10, what was the calculation we had, sorry, let me just go back and look at that again. So we had Euro USD, we'll do 2% with a 10 pips stop loss, calculate 0.025. So I've already got that written on a list of piece of paper for the beginning of the week. 0.025, I can't do that. I'm going to have 0.03. It's only pennies, so it doesn't really make a huge amount of difference. Now, you've got two types of orders, market execution or a pending order, which we won't cover today, we can cover again, which is called a buy limit and a stop limit, or a sell limit and a stop limit. So it sets an order at a point in the future, and when price either comes down, which would be a buy limit, and rejects off that level and then comes up. It comes down and then passes back up through. That's a buy limit. But if it's a buy stop, then price has simply been below, and it's like picking you up at the bus stop on the way up through as it carries on up. But we normally do market execution, but you might get into some pending orders. And then your stop loss, you wanted to have 10 pips, so you just put 10 in there. And we haven't got to take profit, so we'll sell by market. And that order's been placed. And you see it says minus 0.7. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, on your indicator, yeah.
Yeah. Now the reason it started off like that is that's the broker's commission that they've taken for placing your order onto the open market. That's
I remember.
That's their money. Now Brian, he chooses to pay his broker a fixed fee, but I reckon it amortizes out, because the price varies according to the pair. Sometimes you'll have a bigger commission and the spreads vary at the spread, the difference between the sell and the buy, the bid and the ask, varies. So at the moment we're in drawdown, but not to worry, because I didn't know, we haven't analyzed anything. But if you come to the bottom, you can see your trade down here with all the details of it. You've paid, and then your profit or otherwise in that right hand corner. Now if you come over to the trade itself, again, anywhere on the line that's showing you the live trade, and right click it, okay, you can quickly, whenever you want to, close the order there or modify the order. So you can click on modify the order and it will open that window again, and you might decide you now want to put your take profit in there at 5 pips, or you want to reduce your stop loss.
Sorry, how do I modify that again?
Come down here to this line.
Oh yeah.
And then right click on it, and you've got a drop down appears and it says modify or delete order. Click on that and it'll bring up that window. Or you can do it over here, come over to the pair, right click, and I tell a lie, you can't do it there. You just do it down here. I'm so used to coming down here. So the other thing you can do here, you see it says trailing stop.
What's that?
right click,
Yeah.
trailing stop.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is in points. So 100 is 10 pips, okay? Because it's including the little pipette to the right of the decimal point. So if you come here to custom, for example, and if I set this trailing stop at say 100.
Yeah, that's 10 pips, isn't it?
That's 10 pips. So once price has got to I think it works from break even. It'll move behind the price by 10 pips, or does it? No, it's once price has reached 10 pips, it will move behind it, the trailing stop, by 10 pips. So therefore, if it reverses back on you, you've made that. You've made the 10 pips. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Or more, but it's a 10 pip increment, 10 pip spacing. Sorry, I'm not explaining it very well.
No, I get that. I get say it's a sell. If it goes down to 40 pips but comes back up, I will still take home 10 pips.
No, you take home more because.
Oh yeah, I take 30 home, won't I? Because it pulls me out after it goes back up after 10. Yeah.
Because it's moved itself down after price has gone 10 pips into profit. That trailing stop kicks in. So if it then goes to 30 pips but reverse to 20, you take 20 pips home. So 40, you take 30 home because it's moving 10 pips behind price to protect you. I hope I've said that correctly.
It sounds right.
Yeah, so that's that. So what I'm going to do, just for the sake of fun, is come back and modify the order. And I'm going to say that I want to take profit down here. I'm going to put in, I want to take profit at 20 pips.
Modify the order.
And in fact, it didn't let me take it. Hang on, modify order, level, copy as. So it's something to do where price is it 1.3188? Take profit. Oh, it's a price at a level. I've never done the level. So I want to take profit at 20 pips. Shall I say 10? 20 pips. So, it must differ from market price. What have I done wrong there then? Normally I'd sit and work this out.
Would we do the take profit in the box below the copy as 20 pips?
Oh yes, but you can't. You've got to put the amount in. So I've got the wrong stop loss in as well. I'm sorry, I've done something completely wrong. So the stop loss, hang on, current price is 1.13193. So I want that stop loss up at 2. I'm sorry, I did this totally wrong. 1.13. You need to type the price in 293. That's the stop loss, and I'm going to have my take profit at 1.13180 minus 20. So that's 1.12980. 1.12980. And then that will highlight it, meaning there we are, and then it pops like a champagne cork. So that's now set. So if I look at the bottom, it's in red because I presume I'm fairly near 192.293, 13293, 13195. So it's highlighted in red because it's coming sort of towards the stop loss. And then we've got the take profit down there at 20 pips away. And it doesn't tell you that you've got the trailing stop in. Did I set the trailing stop? Custom. Trailing stop at 10 pips. Okay, so I've got a trailing stop on. And that's it really. So at the moment we're minus 1.02. I mean, I don't know what this pair's doing. I didn't even look at it. It was just picked at random. So
Yeah, it's going up.
yeah, well, okay. I don't know. I know on C-Trader you can modify, but I don't think here you can change from buy to sell. In C-Trader you can reverse the position. So that's really all you need to know, except installing your.
Shall I close this order then, so that it doesn't?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah, you can close it. I'll keep mine open because it'll either hit stop loss or it'll go the other way. It doesn't really matter to me. But that's my FX book. So the other thing is that when you're trading London, look first at your hot pairs.
Sorry, can I just?
Yeah.
I want to just check. I don't know if I've got the same trade on as you. How do I check what my right? So it says my stop loss and take profit. I've got them set in. Okay.
Yeah, here you are. Can you see my screen? What you need to look at?
I just need to check that I've got the trailing stop loss in.
Yeah, I was wondering where you can see that you've actually set the trailing stop loss, but it doesn't alert you to that fact that you've actually got it in, does it?
No, but I mean, on my order, it's got volume is 1.00. The stop loss and take profit.
When you say volume, where are you looking at that?
I've clicked on to modify it.
Oh yeah, well, what?
How do I see the order? How do I see the, you know?
Well, you're looking at the bottom of the screen in that line where it says time, type, sell, size 0.03, symbol, Euro USD. It's written at the bottom of your screen. And then the profit or loss on the right-hand side.
Yeah, okay.
That's where you're looking at the live order that you're in, the trade.
Yeah.
And then your balance, your equity, and your free margin according to the leverage you've got on that account. Yeah? That makes sense?
Yeah, right, so...
You won't be able to modify them.
Oh, right, yeah, my lot size, I haven't changed it. It's 1.00, that's what...
Well, you can't modify a lot size once you're in an order.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't change it when I set it up, that's all, that's what...
Well, you've put $10 on and you've put a standard lot on.
Right, cool.
So
Right, so yeah, I'm 30 quid in the minus at the minute.
And I'm only minus £1.11, you see, because I've only got pennies on it at 0.03. Got 3. Yeah. Okay, so you've set the broker up, you've got your MT4, you've got your watch list. Now on your trading view, have you got everything you need there? So if we look at GCAD or any pair, doesn't matter what. Have you got your trading view set up with your watch list at the side like this in alphabetical order?
No, I've got trading view, but I don't know my way around it properly yet.
Okay, so if you, we could go through this another time, but what you want to be doing is creating a watch list on the right. Oh, if you've got a free version, I don't think you can create the watch list, and you've got a maximum of 3 indicators that you're allowed on the free version. So you want your BYOB ones to be your free ones. So you want the Ninjacator one of Kevin's, I think it's the Ninjacator Plus, the SAR flip, and the Stochastic.
Indicator.
Yeah, and you have to write to Kevin to fill in a form.
I've got that. Yeah.
And then he'll unpadlock it, and then it comes up here. I've got the old one, I think. I've got these Ninjacator Plus, Ninjacator High Kanashi flip with Bollinger or whatever it is.
Sorry, so do I go on? if I go on charts,
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to figure out how to get onto a chart to see it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so if I
I've got a chart and I've changed the colour at the background to black.
okay, so what else do you want to do with it?
Where do I find it? So indicate templates.
Indicators. Oh, to find Kevin's indicators to add it on.
Indicators and strategies. Is it?
Yeah, it's this top one here. Yeah.
One sec, I need to flip back. Indicators and strategies, yeah.
Yeah. Type into the search bar. I get confused which one it is that people use because there's the Ninjacator Hikanashi Flip and the Ninjacator Plus. So one is more, I think Tony says one is more accurate because it's got the dot on it, it's got the awesome oscillator embedded, but there's fewer trade ideas called out. I think that's Ninjacator Plus. Which one have you got?
Well, when I start typing the word ninja and nothing comes up.
Well, have you sent Kevin your TradingView ID and your membership name? Your name? Have you sent him? Have you applied to Kevin for it?
Yeah, he said it sorted it, but I don't know what I need to do.
Okay, so when you type it into indicators and strategies, it's nothing is appearing.
No, not in the search.
It should appear in the search because that's where you would then click on it for it to come onto your screen. So you need to message Kevin Orm and say, I've gone to indicators on TradingView, I'm typing it in, but nothing's appearing.
Kevin Orm.
Yeah, you need to message him, Facebook Messenger.
Right, okay.
I don't understand if you've already applied for him because normally you type it in and you just see it, and you've not had a message saying you've done it incorrectly or you need more details. Normally it's your TradingView name and the fact that you are a live customer, so it'll be your IM number, ID number, and then you fill in a form in the units to get it.
Yeah, this is what I mean. This is why I need help because I'm not sure if I've made a mistake. And
in what sense a mistake?
In sense of, have I sent him the right details?
Okay,
you know, for
so
my
let me find his form then. Right. Ninjacator Plus access. I've clicked on that. To gain access, you must fill in this form. If you do not have a TradingView ID, you can get a free version at tradingview.com. And then there's a form, and watch this video on how to install. And here the form asks for, this is, what is your name? Please use same as Facebook profile name in case we need to contact you inside the Ninja group. What is your IM Academy user ID number? You know where to find that?
Yeah.
So we can check you're a paid up member.
Yeah, so I've sent it in. It says, hi Sean, I loaded you up on TradingView. You just need to add to the charts.
Yeah,
now.
Yeah. So when you
get stuck.
Yeah, when you type it in the box, it should appear under indicators.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's where it is. It's under indicators. It's not. So maybe if you click on public library, then type it in search. That might be why, rather than favorites or built-ins.
Oh yeah. Public library. Nothing under Ninja.
Have you got it?
No,
Is it just not appearing?
it's not appearing at all. Not in any
Well,
of them.
then what does he say where he says if you've got a problem? Does he say message him or what?
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's in built-ins.
In built-ins.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's great. So
But Ninja Cater, is it?
yeah,
Ninja Cater Plus.
now
Which
Nindicator Plus will give you fewer trade ideas, but they're highly accurate. Nindicator Heikinashi Flip with Bollinger
yeah.
gives you more trade ideas, but they're a bit looser. So this is I understand it. So more downs and ups appearing, but you've got to make your mind up. You get in just before the SAR flip or wait for the SAR flip and lose a few pips. Bearing in mind, I don't trade this every day, so I'm not as expert as someone like Paul or Tony or Kevin answering your questions. But that's as I understand it, because I asked Tony and said I didn't understand the difference.
Okay, so all these Ninja Cater ones have got a lock next to. Which one shall I pick?
Pick the
Flip and Bollinger.
flip one.
Pardon?
Pick the Bollinger Band flip one or whatever it's called, not the Nindicator Plus. But bearing in mind, someone else may say to you, "I've told you the wrong thing, and you want the other one." You know, I'm not quite sure. It's a variable, I think.
Yeah, when I click on it, it's asking me to do a 30-day free trial. Your account's supposed to be.
Oh, I know. That's just TradingView. It'll keep popping up with adverts because you're on a free one. There's nothing you can do about that. You just have to keep clicking off it.
Okay.
So under inputs, you want to make sure it's set, as you can see on my screen, to 0.02. It should be, but as I've got it on my screen is how you want the inputs.
One sec. I need to get double screen here because I'm trying to do it on.
Oh yeah.
I
keep needing to rehook mine up. I had them both running when I had it in. Was working out the little room next door, and I've never bothered to. It's much better having two screens.
Yes, because I can't see it. Yeah, it's just not working for me like this.
What, is it not working because you're locked out of it, or?
I just mean I can't see the screen off. You know, when I've got it on half a laptop.
Oh, I see.
And then I can't see what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Doing at the same time.
Well, I can talk you through it. Just if you click on the settings, the cogwheel that appears on the indicator to the right of the eye. Yeah.
Sorry, I just need to open that indicator up again because of.
Yeah.
Right, so it's on indicator strategies, indicator. All right, I'm in the indicator, and well, I think I am. I can see the chart for Euro CAD.
Well, it doesn't matter which pair you're on. You just
Oh,
want
right, sorry, yeah.
on the indicator.
I've got the settings now.
Okay, so on the settings under inputs, you want the start and the increment to be 0.02. It should be defaulted to that, but there was an old version, so I'm just double checking.
Don't know where that indicator, where it's gone.
It should be appearing on the left-hand side somewhere. Right, hang on a minute. Let me just, I can do this. I can...
What if I shared my screen and you talked through my end of it?
Yeah, that's a very good idea. Sean, make co-host. Stop share, and I'm going to stop my video in case things slow down. Okay, fire away.
Okie dokie, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, so where do I go from here?
Yeah. So if you grab that to the sell and buy bar to the left where the grey dots are, the little keypad to the left. Oh, yeah. Then you can move that out the way. And then I can see, so you haven't got the indicator downloaded then?
Oh, this is, I don't know. This is where I got the...
Right, double click on that. Double click it.
Yeah, no thanks.
Oh, okay, so how many indicators? Oh, okay. Come out of that, close that window. Look on the left where you've got 4, number 4 with the down arrow. Down, no, down, down. Bring your...
I'm just looking for number 4.
It's below the word New Zealand dollar, US dollar, there.
Oh, yeah.
So open that up. Okay, the problem is you're only allowed a maximum of 3 indicators on the free version. So at the moment, you've got quite a lot of, you've got MA5, MA8 and MA13 and volume 20. You've got, but you don't need all those.
I don't even know what they are. I didn't even know they was on.
Well, you need to just get rid of them. Just, yeah. Get rid of them all because they're all built into this indicator. Now come back to the indicators and see if it will let you load. Double click it.
Yeah. Let's come on.
Now you've got it twice, so delete one of them. Now go to the cogwheel and open the other one up. No, not there. On the indicator strip, where it says Ninjacator, where it says down, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, now that looks, now don't play with that because Kevin set it.
Right, okay.
So that's absolutely fine. So he said sometimes we will every few weeks have to load things again because he changes some of the software. Now you see the star flips appeared. If you right click on one of those little stars, no, is that they're coming up? Okay, so stochastic you want on. Go back to indicators and we'll add the stochastic on. No, you don't want candlestick patterns. It's STO, yes, STO CHASTIC, that one. Yeah, so yeah, click that on to get that on your chart. And then add on, you need one more. You need to type in parabolic SAR. Hang on, stop, let me think about it. The next one down, not, I think it's that one. I'm never quite sure. I think it's that one. Put that one on. delete one of the stochastics. For some reason, we've got it on twice. It's further down your screen. You've got 2 lines of purple boxes. You need to delete one of them. It's duplicated. No, you've removed them all. So hang on, stop. Go to the back arrow. There's a back arrow. No. Oh, wrong one. It's the back arrow.
Oh, yeah.
The alarm clock.
This one?
Yes. Okay, now go down to one of the stochastics and to the right of the settings cog. Yeah, delete one of them. Right. So now go back into indicators so we can add on the you see, I'm a bit out of date because
That's 3 there. Oh,
that one, yeah. Click on that. Okay, that's still saying no thanks. Oh, I can see it's gone on. So come back here and now go to the SAR and go to the settings of the SAR. It's up a bit. It's the indicator there. Go to the settings. Okay, so that looks yeah. So go to style. Now change that color to orange and change the little square plus signs to the circles. You can just see them a bit better, and change the line. Change it to fatter. I think there's a fatter one. The next one along. I don't use the default. I use the orange box and just change the second line. Yeah.
all right, down here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit big. I usually pick the one to the left. Yeah. Okay, now click close. You finished with that. Right, so you've got your SAR flip and your candles. You've got Heikin-Ashi. Your settings are all correct. And that and your stochastic is all fine. You can see, in fact, you need to you can see the 80 and the 20. So you're now if you go onto the chart itself and right click anywhere on the black, right click. Now go down, go to do you like the black color theme or do you want white? Which color theme do you want?
Black's fine.
Okay, so if you we want to go to settings at the bottom, and if you look at the grid lines, if you change the vertical grid lines and the horizontal grid lines to dark grey or black, then you won't get them filling up your screen the way they do. They'll disappear. It's the only way you can do it. Yeah, one of the darker ones. And the same for the horizontal. Okay, so that's fine. You can close that now.
Okay.
And if you look on the right-hand side, what I normally do in this right-hand column where we've got the white thing with the pairs, and yeah, if you go down and hover over the line above headlines for NZD USD, where you want to drag it down. Yeah, you want to drag that down. Details, the line above details, up a bit. It's a divider line between TSLA, that's it. Pull it right down and then pull down the headlines because that's it, that's better. That's it, lovely.
I'll leave this one on.
Yeah, that's fine. Now in this box, you can't, I think you've got the DAX or the US 30 hidden in between everything else. So on the paid version, you can create a watch list. So Euro USD, try and drag it higher up. Does it let you move it up or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to get your watch list of pairs and physically get all your majors and crosses higher up, so you're not having to look at DXY, BTC, AAPL.
Yeah.
Then you've got them in a chunk together. It just makes it easy. And then the box, the vertical line, the margin between the white and the black, just the next one to the right. Yeah, just make it a bit narrower. You don't really need it that wide. Yeah, that's better. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure when you are, so if you click in the watch list there on GBP USD, it should change your chart. So just click on it. No,
I'm just making it larger so I can see
that's
the
okay.
pair.
Yeah, just click on that and see if it, double click it or click it, see if it moves it. Okay, so now you can see, you see top left, it also says GBP USD daily. So change that D for daily to hourly, at least, or M15 or hourly. Or put it on M5 actually, if you're going to do BYB M5. Change the D up there, the D.
Oh, the D, right, yeah.
Change that to 5 minutes. Always make sure, now come on to where it says 2 with the hamburger, the red number 2 on the left, to the left of GBP USD and the top menu. To the left, up a bit. It's a bright red number 2 with a hamburger.
Oh, yeah.
Click on the hamburger.
Hamburger.
And turn off autosave. Keep autosave turned off, otherwise it gets into terrible trouble. Okay, now come out of there. Now come back to the top menu where it says unnamed. Now click on that downward thing. Now you, hang on a minute, let me think. Where do we save the template? No, no, come out of there. No, come out of there. Come onto the black bit of the screen, right click. I can't remember where saving template is.
There was save there.
Yeah, okay, we'll save it then. But what we're trying to do is you can save that as a template. And then every time you click on one of those pairs on the watch list on the right hand side and it opens the chart up, it'll overlay you the template.
Will it be auto save?
No, definitely not. Keep that off.
Okay.
Where do I change? Where do I? Oh, template, bottom of this box. Yeah, right. So save as, and you can call that BYOB 5 minutes, or you know. Okay, now save that. Okay, come out of that. So now go to the right hand side and click on USD JPY, which is above. Yeah, so just see what happens. So it brings up the same thing, doesn't it? So that's brought up all your settings, all your indicators, and you just drag that down if you don't want price to be so high up. Yeah, just left click there and drag it down, get yourself nicely positioned in the middle. Does it? Or you might have to use you just have to use the box at the side. I think I'm pretty sure I drag it down. I don't magnify it. If you press auto bottom right of by the log, the percentage log and auto bottom right, it'll size it to the window. Press auto, not log, press auto.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And now try and drag it down. Does it drag down? Yeah. So, and then you can do it on the XY axis. So you can do it on the X axis across the bottom. If you hover over the bottom of the black, a bit higher up, no, yeah, a bit into the middle, it should bring up plus and minus. There you are, plus and minuses.
So do you want?
Well, you can do either. It's up to you how you want to see. You know, I would, you know, and then you can minimize. So you can drag down the prices in the right-hand column. You can squeeze them down. Yeah, yeah, you can do that. You can fiddle around with the sizing.
All right, I see.
Yeah, so I kind of drag that up, pull that down, fiddle with the plus and minuses, and get myself nicely centered in the middle. And if you want to take a screenshot to send anyone for us to look at, it's top right next to the left where it says JPY. No, a bit further down on the black. Or you may not. Yeah, it's up a bit. No, it's
Let's put that there. This one here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's that one. You can just take a snapshot to send us if you need us to look at anything for you. Yeah. You can just copy it and then it's held on your mouse and send it over or whatever.
All right. And then go into Messenger, say, and send it.
Yeah, or in the group or whoever you're talking to. So let me think. So we've got our broker account, we've got our we've got our trading account, we've got our trading view, we've got our templates mostly set up, you've got your time of day, you've got a weekly schedule to follow, you need the watch list of pairs and the currency speeds. So trading London session, you want to look at GBP, Euro and CHF, Swiss franc, your hot pairs. Look at those first.
One second, let me just write that note down.
Anything with GBP, Euro, EUR, or CHF for Swiss franc, your 3 hot pairs for the London session.
So anything connected to any of those 3?
Yeah, they're what you call the hot pairs. They're in session, but you can trade any pair anytime. But you get to learn things like GBP, USD moves in London session. You get to learn things like that. And you get to learn like GBP, JPY. Make a note of this. GBP, JPY, GBP, AUD, GBP, NZD, GBP, CAD, CAD, and Euro, EUR, NZD are all 10 out of 10. Very fast moving pairs. You'll need a 15 pip stop loss minimum, and they can swing wildly on you. So you look for very, very good setups, or they'll just smash you out of the trade before you've had time to blink. Whereas if you traded, so I'm not saying don't trade them, but be very aware. But if you get a good setup, you can make 50 pips on one of those in London within the hour.
Right. Yeah. So.
But those are your fastest, and I mean GA and GCAD, GA in particular, crazy pair. So be careful. So your slower pairs to practice on if you're a new person learning would be something like AUDCAD, AUD, CAD, moves at a speed of a 4 out of 10, and it's not going to like overwhelm you, but it will be slower to trade. But it's kind of, you feel more in control.
So that'd be good for me to do my practice trades on then.
Well, something like that, but you've got to look for where the trade setups are. And the important thing when you're demoing is take the 100 trades, use your trade sheet and write down, you know, why did I win? Why did I lose? Look at it, go back and look at it, see how price moved and go, oh yeah, the market just suddenly did a weird thing. Remember, you have to look at Forex Factory every morning for the red flag news and stay out of that pair or the currency for an hour either side. Okay, that's hugely important because that causes the market to spike hundreds of pips sometimes.
Can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
So, is that still open, that trade I've got on?
Yes, it says you're £31 in profit.
Oh wow, okay.
Well, you see, I knew that all along, Sean. I just wanted you to be impressed at my quick ability to spot a setup. I'm joking.
No, it's just good how we we came away and it's still working.
And it's serendipity that it's a nice little fat profit, that is. So can you see on your bottom stochastic, you've got the red line on top of the blue. The sellers are in control and there is a nice gap. You've got a nice angle. So that is a strong downward momentum. Now, if you look at the candlesticks, you can see that I would come out that trade, out, close, go to the blue line, the blue bar, right click, close, 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 close.
Where is that? This one?
Close. Close. Because the candle's coming up. Right,
I see. So that means that the buyers are regaining control.
Well, the fact is as well, the fact is that by the time we closed, we'd lost a third of it, down £21 from 31. because of the size of your lot size, which is fine, but just be aware that's why you need to press your buttons quickly once you've done your analysis.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So so the fact is that,
Wow, yeah, that'd have gone to 0 then, wouldn't it?
yeah, and the fact is that that because we'd risked we risked 10 pips, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
We were on a 10 pip stop loss, if I remember rightly, I think, were we? Yeah. So if we were on a 10 pip stop loss and you just made, I didn't see how many pips we made on that. Didn't see the pip count, but.
Oh yeah, I ain't got it on this one.
No. I wonder if I can see it on mine. I'll come out. Let me just look on my JFX. Now that mine says plus 3.5 pips at the moment, so I'm £1 in profit. So I'll close mine now. Oh no, I was going to leave it open to see the thing run. So maybe I was wrong to close yours out, but I'm now in profit plus 4.2. Hang on a minute. Hello? Can I call you back in a minute? You sure? 5 minutes, because I've been on quite a while. We've nearly finished. Yeah, I'm just on with Sean. He's got to go to work. Okay, bye. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I probably should have let you stay in because I'm now at 5 pips profit. I got a bit muddled up there because of the lot size.
It's all right. I mean, just looking at it now.
Because I'm 4.5 pips in profit and I've made £1.32, but I'm only on a penny lot size at 0.03, whereas you had a standard lot of $10 a lot or whatever it was in.
Yeah, so I closed it and took 20.
Yeah, so that's all you need to do on Tony's is you're just going, but that means you'd have to have a bigger account size to be able to trade that lot size, if you see what I mean. But I mean, that was quite a nice sort of example considering we didn't do any analysis really.
Yeah, that's it. It was good to get a little bit of practice in there.
Yeah.
And I think now I've got my charts set up and stuff, I'll be able to get involved more now.
Yeah, so make sure you've got your currency speed pair speed chart, which is in the files section, my units section in Ninja Forex Traders, or it's in my Ninja Traders Forex Dreamworks, the members thing. I put it in there. And time of day we've done, sleep pattern work. Yeah, so I think we've covered quite a lot, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look in the units.
Yeah.
And just scroll down. The trade sheet. No, further down. Maybe further down. Was that it?
As far as it'll let me go.
Oh, eh?
That's as far as I can go.
Okay. Is there a files section rather than if units? We have files. I know. I thought I put it in there. Is it under more files? Currency speeds. That one. Yeah. That is very useful. So 10 out of 10 of the crazy ones I've just told you about.
Okay. Right, well, I'll let you get back off to your call.
Oh, yeah, and remember to have forexfactory.com bookmarked.
Yeah, I've done.
Put the sessions at the top and look at that every morning for red flag before you do anything. Okay, then.
Right. Okay.
I'm going to stop.